In this video, I'm going to explain arithmetic sequences. An arithmetic sequence is a series of numbers such that there is a common difference between the terms within the sequence. So let's look at this. We have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We know right off the top of our heads that these are odd numbers. To get from 1 to 3, we have to add a 2. To get from 3 to 5, we also have to add a 2. 5 plus 2 would get us to 7, and 7 plus 2 would get us to 9. So the common difference between these numbers is 2. From that, we can find the next term in the sequence. So if we added 2 to 9, we would get 11. Added 2 to 11, we would get 13, and so on. 1 would be the first term in the sequence. 3 would be the second, 5 would be the third, and then 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th would be 13. So if we wanted the 8th, we would just add 2 to 13 to get 15. So 15 would be the 8th term. Is 1, 3, 7, 13 an arithmetic sequence? Well, let's see. To get from 1 to 3, we're adding 2. To get from 3 to 7, we're adding 4. And to get from 7 to 13, we're adding 6. 2 does not equal 4, which does not equal 6. So there is no common difference. Therefore, 1, 3, 7, 13 is not an arithmetic sequence. Let's look at 3, 6, 9, 12. To get from 3 to 6, we're adding 3. To get from 6 to 9, we're also adding 3. And to get from 9 to 12, we're adding 3 again. So there is a common difference of 3 for the sequence. Let's say somebody asked you for the 20th term. Well, we already have 4 terms because 12 is the 4th term. But that means we would have to do it 16 more times. And I don't want to add 3 to 12 16 more times. That would be time consuming. So the way we would figure this out is we have to find the pattern. Looking at this, we add 3 to get to 6. We know that the common difference between each of these is 3. What if I asked you how to get from 3 to 9? Well, to get from 3 to 9, we're adding 3 2 times. What if I asked you to get from 3 to 12? To get from 3 to 12, we're adding 3 3 times. Let's look at the next term, which would be 15. Adding a 3 to 12 would give us 15. And what if I asked you, how do you get from 3 to 15? You would add a 3 4 times. So if 3 is our first term, that's going to be 3 plus 3 times 0. 6 would be 3 plus 3 times 1. 9 would be 3 plus 3 times 2. 12 would be 3 plus 3 times 3. So we can see that the only numbers that are changing are what are getting multiplied to the 3. We could say that the arithmetic sequence is A sub n, where n is your term, equals the first term, which is A sub 1, because 1 stands for the first, plus n minus 1. So your term minus 1 and that is multiplied to d. And you can see that we can use that formula to find the 20th term. So the 20th term, so a sub 20, would equal a sub 1, which is 3 in our case, plus, we're looking for the 20th term, so we do 20 minus 1 times our common difference, d, which was 3. So our 20th term is going to be 60. So our a sub 1 is equal to a sub 1 plus our term in, which is 1 minus 1, times our common difference of 3. For the second term, we're going to have our a sub 1, which is 3, plus our term in this case, this is the second term we're on, so 2 minus 1 times 3. And you can see that that's 3 plus 3 times 1. Our third term would be a sub n, which is a sub 3, which would be our third term, or a sub 3 would be a sub 1, which is still our first term of 3, plus, this is our third term, so it's going to be 3 minus 1 times 3. So that's 3 plus 2 times 3, which gave us 9. For the next one, we're going to have our first term, which is 3, plus, again, this is going to be the fourth term in our sequence, so we do 4 minus 1 this time, times 3, and that would give us 12. So you can see that the only numbers that are changing are the term numbers in. Our common difference is the same for all of them, which is 3, because this is an arithmetic sequence.